I swear, every time I come to Walmart, the fucking prices go up. I come shopping every 2 to 3 weeks. Tell me why this shit was literally 40 something and now it's 587.
Because we're like borderline not okay, but we can't sustain this. This is ridiculous.
Mic check. This is the Midwest Perspective, your favorite corn-loving commentator. And in today's video, we're talking all things inflation yet again, because these grocery prices, these rent prices just don't seem to be stopping. And we've got lots of content to cover. If you enjoy these types of videos, please remember to like, comment, subscribe. I think like 2% of you end up subscribing. So please consider it, and let's hop right in.
I swear, every time I come to Walmart, the fucking prices go up. Bitch, I come shopping every 2 to 3 weeks. Tell me why this shit was literally 40 something and now it's 587. $8 for fucking turkey. You gotta be fucking kidding me. And am I gonna buy it? Yeah, I am.
Just picked up a burrito for lunch. You know how much it was? $17. And you know what's fucked up about that? I thought, not bad. Makes sense.
These grocery prices are outrageous. Let me tell you guys a little story. I just went to my local Dollar General. I only needed 2 items. I walked through my 2 aisles and ran into the same woman twice. When it was time to get to the register, we got there pretty much at the same time, and she said, "Hey, you only have a few things, you can go ahead of me." I did a quick instinctive scan of her cart like we do in that situation and told her, "No, go ahead, I'm in no rush." She had a 4-pack of Scott's toilet paper, a 12-pack of the mini cans of pop, maybe like 5 cans of vegetables, and like 3 boxes of mac and cheese. Nothing crazy. She got in line, grabbed a candy bar, and checked out. Guys, do you know what her total was? Because I was appalled. $56 and something cents. $56. So I need to know, are you guys okay? Because we're like borderline not okay, but we can't sustain this. This is ridiculous. I don't have a solution. I'm hoping that we can band together and figure one out, because we have to make a change. Something has to give here. How are we affording to feed our families right now, America? $56. It was 2 bags of food. 2. I don't know. Something needs to give. If you have an idea, drop it below. I'm mad. I'm mad for her.
What's crazy is that I have a Whole Foods near my home, and that same type of turkey cost from the first clip was only $7, and she was in a Walmart. I keep on seeing this weird trend where these value brand store box places seem to be just upping prices 10 to 20% a year for the quarterly revenue targets they need to hit to ensure their executives get payout and the stockholders are happy. What they don't realize is that they're slowly depleting the average American's bank balance, especially if you have kids. You're just getting absolutely destroyed compared to 2019 prices, and the inputs haven't gone up that much. So it's either a level of greed, or there has to be something else in the supply chain that seemingly broke from 2019, because these prices are getting too high for the average American, in my opinion, to be able to handle it. And the fact that even the big box, low cost retailers, your Dollar Generals, your Walmarts of the world are just jacking up prices makes no sense. On top of that, you've got Chipotle, who's, I think, increased prices, 3 times in the last 2 years, or even in the last year. There needs to be a stabilization point here, because the average American I talk to, their salary hasn't gone up much at all. They're like, congrats, you still have a job. So we have effectively been losing money over the last 18 months. And, I don't know when it's going to start stabilizing, but let's look at some good old clips on shrinkflation and classic home ownership and rent.
Shrinkflation's not being talked about enough. We've gotten to a point where not only things are like quadruple the price, but they're also giving us half the product. They try to hide it in the most small, minute ways, but you can always tell. Even if they're just skimming a little bit off the top, they'll do anything to make that extra little bit of profit. Even fast food has cut back so much, I can eat an entire McDonald's cheeseburger in one bite if I really wanted to. Not just the size or the quantity of things, it's also the quality. Restaurants, grocery stores, fast food places, it doesn't matter. Things taste different to me. Vegetables, meat, fruit, everything. There's something about it that just tastes off. Like chicken and beef. It's just disrespectful at this point. They really think we're stupid. And the thing is, I don't know if it's ever going to go back to normal. The fact that they've made record profits fooling people like this and we still buy it because we have to kind of tells me that this is never going to change. If it always comes down to quality or people over price and money being made, they're always going to choose the money being made. I swear, there was a time where you could go to the store or go to McDonald's with $3 and feed yourself for at least a day.
I told myself I would never cry on the internet because I think that's so lame. But I just got our rent renewal thing for our apartment complex, and it's going up by $300 a month. $300 for a 1-bedroom apartment that is not updated in any sort of way. And our complex doesn't even have like nice amenities. Like, we have a tiny pool and a tennis court. Like, this is not a luxury apartment complex. We already pay, with all the fees and everything included, $2,000 a month, and now we're going to be paying $2,300 a month for this tiny apartment. And that's just so frustrating. I don't understand how people can live in this world anymore, and I just don't want to move again, because that's so much work and more money, and it's stressful trying to find another place, and it's just so annoying. And now I feel like I need to get a new job, and I just got this job and I like it, but it's not paying me nearly what I need. And so now I'm gonna have to go through applying to jobs again, which I did for like a whole year plus until I found this job. So I'm gonna have to go through all of that again. It's just not fair.
It goes without saying that no one likes shrinkflation. I've seen it in a lot of ultra-processed foods, at least when I'm at the grocery stores. Obviously, you have increased costs for fixed goods, like apples, fruits, veggies, meats, but at least the prices aren't going up and you're getting less. I had a friend buy a pack of Oreos that somehow didn't even fill all the way to the tray. It had like some weird filler slot there to make it look like it's full when it's not. I think your best case is just to make your own food at this point, and if you don't like doing that, either pay the fee, pay the extortion fee, or just start learning how to cook for yourself. Get a rice cooker, make some meals. It's what our parents did for 30 years back in the day. When it comes to rent, it just seems like a lot of these landlords, because this looks like a suburban type setup, and they're increasing rent 12% in a single year, mainly because their inflation rates, or not the inflation rates rather, but the interest rates on their loans have gone up. So now they're going to push it onto all of their renters to make sure that they can get payments out to their, limited partners that are in their fund. So you're basically beholden to whatever their investors want, which is just lovely, ain't it? But let's close this video out. Let's see what the average experience is from what it seems like our government's saying, and then also another thing that I want to talk more about in the future, which is the rising risk of home insurance costs.
One more thing, who the fuck is in charge of home insurance rates? Because 50% increase year over year for 2 years in a row. This is unsustainable.
The economy is fine. We have no idea what you people are complaining about.
Is it fine? Because the majority of the country can barely afford to live right now.
Unemployment is 4%. You all have jobs.
Yeah, everybody has jobs and the jobs don't pay close enough to live comfortably.
What do you mean they don't pay enough? We raised minimum wage in some places.
Minimum wage doesn't even pay enough to be able to live in a dumpster.
The prices of dumpsters have gone up. I will give you that. But the stock market's doing well.
None of us have enough disposable income to be able to put into the stock market.
Well, maybe y'all would have more disposable income if you didn't spend your money on such frivolous things, like children and food or whatever.
Those things are necessities to live, and we've been taking out a tremendous amount of debt in order to afford them.
So what? Debt is great. We're in debt.
Yeah, you guys are in a crazy amount of debt.
Yeah, we're in so much debt. It's $33 trillion. It's not even a real number anymore.
Okay, so does that mean we don't have to pay it, or?
Oh no, I mean we don't have to pay our debt, but you got to pay it. If you don't pay your debt, you're screwed.
Jesus Christ. All right, I'm just gonna see if I can start a pyramid scheme or something.
Pyramid schemes, home insurance increases. It's it's getting to an interesting point. I think I might do a video actually on the increasing home insurance costs. One of my parents actually used to work in home insurance, and it's wild how a lot of these insurance companies are pulling out of states like Florida or Texas or Louisiana because there's just so much environmental risk. And for the ones that are still around, they just have to basically increase cost for these policies by 50%, of which, some of it may just be profit seeking, but still, you've got all these people on retirement accounts that are just getting absolutely pummeled by these yearly increases in property insurance. You know, I'm in the Midwest. I'm a lucky dog because my property insurance is nothing compared to what these people I've seen in Florida have, where they're paying $5, $6, $7, $8,000 a year in home insurance. And out here in the Midwest, it's like what, maybe $1,000 to $1,500 a year. It's a great setup, but the difference is vast. And when you've got, you know, the local government telling you that everything is fine and get over it, and maybe just pull yourself up by your bootstraps, and you're just a new family trying to make it by, it really can put a sour taste in your mouth. So I will cover more of this in the future. If you enjoyed this video, please consider dropping a like, comment, or, you know, subscribing. That'd be great. Lets me know that I should keep making these videos. Wish you all the best, and hope you had a good 4th. Peace.